What's up, dingalings? Trainwreck Trey here. We got Madcap Dave. Unfortunately, Chino won't be joining us tonight. So you're just stuck with our ugly mugs.
Yeah.
What's going on, Dave?
Nothing much. We got Raw, which was fantastic last night.
Yeah, well,
I can't wait to get into that. And big news. WWE is firing 15 workers.
yeah, some big names too.
Yeah, well, it's kind of they call it the WrestleMania layoffs.
Yep.
And it's understandable because everybody's speculating. It's like, oh, they're doing it to save money and everything. They just bought another wrestling division in Mexico. So, from what it looks like to me, looking at all the stuff that's been happening for this year, they're going heavily on luchador and Mexican wrestlers this year. So
and I'm all for it.
Yes, dude. The athleticism and the gymnastics they do in the ring is just phenomenal. Even a lot of the stuff that non-luchador wrestlers, they're implementing a lot of gymnastic stuff into their wrestling.
Yeah. You see a lot of especially a lot of the females on like LFG come from a gymnastics and tumbling background.
And I think that's where they're going to come from a lot of it, because they want that high flying wrestling. Look at it this way. I rewatched the Ric Flair. God, I can't remember his name. The one from Iron Claw. We keep on talking about him.
Steamboat?
No. Iron Claw. Von Erich.
Which Von Erich?
Kevin Von Erich, I think.
Kevin was the barefoot one.
No, because it was that one match in Irving, Texas, in the
with Kerry.
Yeah, Kerry.
Yeah, the match with Kerry, the Texas Tornado.
Yeah. And man, that match was entertaining. And it looked like they put it in their all. But it just, from the matches nowadays, I mean, almost every match you have nowadays, they're doing flips, they're diving. I mean, Ric Flair does his little, if you slam into the corner, he does that little flip where he flips and gets in the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
He does that. But that was like very rare in that time frame. But nowadays, jeez,
everybody's all over the place.
I mean, the match with Io Sky and let me look at the thing.
Last night?
Yeah, last night's Io Sky versus Roxy Perez.
Yeah.
That one, the ending on it, it flipped so much because she was like, Io Sky had her pin. Then they flipped just like right then and there.
Yeah, I think they went back and forth like 6 times.
Yeah, probably. But it was just remarkable. And it wasn't like they were doing like super flips. No, they were flipping on the mat sitting down.
Yeah.
It's just amazing compared to what we're used to from the olden days. It was just, I mean, you get it like probably maybe 1 or 2 matches. It was that like athleticism.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's every match. They're doing impossible moves.
Just the athleticism's crazy, dude. You got freaking Braun Breaker throwing spears from halfway down the ramp. Yeah. Like, the dude's setting like long jump world records throwing spears.
Yeah.
And doing nailing
flips at the same time. But last night's Monday Night Raw show, It was Io Sky versus Roxy Pred. Io Sky's wins. Otis versus Rusev.
Rusev.
Uh, Rusev won. Then he came back and just beat the crap out of everybody in the ring again.
Rusev got a chip on his shoulders right now. They're playing into this new, like, I'm going to make everybody earn it kind of gimmick.
Yeah. Penta versus JD McDonald.
Yeah. Great match.
Oh, yeah, it was a great match. I mean, you didn't know where it was going all that throughout the time frame. And the rest of the Judgment Day that was there got kicked out because, you know, he was like, oh, I'm gonna mess up Penta. The ref was looking. I was looking right at you. What are you thinking? And he was like, sorry. And they got kicked out.
Penta. It was nice to see Penta get a clean 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Lately, in spite of all the other bullshit that was going on outside the ring.
Yeah, and they had an appearance with Becky Lynch where she was going crazy. But she's a woman, so it's expected. And the last one was Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso, which it's okay. That match right there. I mean, even the intro into it, because it was introed in the first part of the Raw where Uso and John Heyman. No, God, I'm horrible with names. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman basically got Jey Uso to get the match to Seth Rollins, and that was a match.
It was great.
Yeah, you knew. I knew they were going to change the title.
Excuse
me. The one right after WrestleMania, it was kind of it was a surprise. A couple of the titles changed hands, but the overall match of it. I mean, even Seth Rollins, like, that's the reason why he's the champ. He was boosting them up at the same time, but in the off chance that he lost, he was like making excuses. It's like, hey, this is the reason why he's the champ. He's actually pretty good. Yeah. And people thought Jey Uso was going to lose, and he didn't.
Well, and he was going to drop the belt.
Yeah.
Especially the night before, the Monday night before Backlash.
Yeah.
But
Gunther,
one match we didn't. Go ahead.
Gunther talked to Pat
McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
That's where I was going. Yeah,
man, that was
a great promo.
That was a face-off.
That was a great promo. Gunther, man, that motherfucker on the mic, dude. He's so good. McAfee owned it too, though.
No, I'm sorry. McAfee, he owned it even more. And Gunther, he's good.
Yeah.
But you don't trade mics with McAfee. He's energetic.
I texted you and Chino last night at the same time. I said, "Oh, there's the two best wrestlers in the company in the ring right now."
Yeah, I was on the Nerd Sports podcast. I saw that. I was like, "The hell is he talking about?" Then I watched it the next morning, and I was like, "Oh, okay, okay." What's really sad is their promotion for their match was hands down better than everybody's.
Yeah. Also, they had a match that was announced last night for Backlash. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta for the IC championship. So
I hope Penta wins it. I think they're gonna exchange the titles for that part right there.
Yeah.
Or what's probably gonna happen is El Grande Americano might help out Judgment Day.
Yeah, and I think if that happens, then out comes Penta's brother,
Yeah.
Ray Phoenix.
Yeah. But overall, it's very, very exciting to see. It's not as boring as it that we thought it was. Because when we first started doing this podcast and watching it again, like on a regular basis, it was very boring. I was like,
Yeah.
how are we gonna do a podcast anymore?
I didn't like the storylines going into WrestleMania, really.
No, and then right now it's starting to gear up a little bit more. I think they were just like, from what a lot of people, even Triple H said, it's the road to WrestleMania 41 was shorter than it should have been to do any kind of creative stuff. But I think that's a cop out.
No. I was like you said, I was very pleased with Raw overall last night. Did you have a chance to watch SmackDown Friday night?
No, I was not able to.
No, same here. I was in Louisiana with the kids this weekend, so did have a chance to watch the first episode. Apparently, they're dropping 2 episodes at a time now of LFG.
Oh, really?
Yep. So I did watch the women's episode. For this is the first round of the playoffs. So all 8 women wrestled. It was teammate versus teammate.
Mm-hmm.
So they competed, and their coach had to make a decision on which one went home and which one stayed. On Team Undertaker, you had Tyra May Steele versus Bayley. Great match, awesome match. They were both heels. It was the match of the night by far. Taker got a point for that match, in fact. But ultimately, Taker went with Tyra May Steele and sent Bayley home. But he told Bayley, he said, "Girl, you call me. I'm in your corner anytime you need me." You know, like reaching out like he wanted to, help her and coach her. So that was pretty cool.
I honestly think Bayley should be going to the WWE.
I think she'll be there.
NXT. I think maybe in a couple of months she might come up.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen immediately after the show, but
yeah,
it'll happen. Like you said, probably within like 3 to 6 months. I would think you'll start seeing a couple of those people from the show start to pop up.
Well, they're already popping up already in NXT, along with Undertaker.
Yeah,
I mean, they're doing like promotions, I guess, for the actual show in certain divisions. I guess just the NXT. Because
I'm talking about being involved. Like the NXT girls are running in on Raw and stuff right now.
Yes.
I think you'll start to see a couple of people involved in those kind of ways, and maybe inserting themselves into some storylines on NXT or stuff like that.
I think it's going to be more NXT because that's where they're testing out their talent. They don't get into the WWE until like maybe about a year or couple. I mean, look at Joe Henry.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't. He only popped up for that, and he's been part of that. Part of wrestling. He's actually started wrestling probably about 8-7 years, and I'll watch like a evolution of his character. He at one point in time he had the NAGA baseball bat, and he was going into the ring with that. And mind you, this is indie stuff. A lot of that stuff is indie stuff. It wasn't in anything in the NXT.
My wife likes him, dude. She likes his theme song. She's like, he's just so freaking likable. Like he just can't help but like the freaking dude.
Yes, totally agree on that one. Now going with that, you already did the LFG matches and everything.
No, not all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still 3 other matches to cover on LFG.
What was it? BJ Ray defeats Carter
I
James.
didn't watch the men's one yet. Don't ruin this shit for me.
I apologize, and I'm closing this out.
I'm just covering the women's episode.
Okay.
I will watch the male episode after we finish this podcast, most likely.
Okay.
But so Taker kept Tyra May and sent Bailey home. Then you had Bubba Ray's team. You had Xena and Tatiana.
Mm-hmm.
Tatiana's best performance to date, but we all know Xena is Bubba's golden child. She's literally like scored every point that Bubba's had.
Yeah.
So Bubba obviously kept Xena, so she's moving on. Booker T's team, you had P Nasty and who was it on Booker T's team? I can't think of her name.
I just told you I closed it out, so I didn't ruin it.
Damn it. Anyway, P Nasty stayed. They sent home. I'll think of her name in a minute. And then on Mickie James's team, you had the cheerleader chick Danny and the Mexican chick. I can't remember her name either, but she just wasn't ready. You know, she needs more time to develop and work on moves and stuff like that. And basically, what Mickie told her was, you know, right now I can't put you on TV, and I can put her on TV, so I'm going to keep her and send you home. So Danny stayed. So semifinals is going to be Danny.
Serena Linton.
Serena.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be the semifinals will be Danny, P Nasty, Serena, and who did I say the fourth one was? It's escaping me. Did you pull it back up yet?
Tyra May still.
Yeah, Tyra May.
Okay.
So yeah, that was that episode. But yeah, by far lights out match between Tyra May Steele and Bailey. Dude, Bailey's finisher is fucking devastating.
Dude, yes. It's just, I mean, even Chino said it last week after we watched it. It's been around, but not a lot of people like use it because you can obviously see that it's a helpful thing. They both have to help each other out with that move, and it's understandable. But
this week it was a lot more believable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't bending over like a cherry picker and reaching as far back as I could between my legs. It was more like, oh, I got hit and I'm kind of dangling a little bit. And she reaches over, grabs her arms, and
dude, it's still amazing. Because just to do that move, one person has to be really strong and the other one has to be very loose.
She flips him, makes him cut a whole fucking front flip.
Yeah.
And then power slam, like, you know, just straight scoop slams him from the middle of the air, basically.
Yeah. Which every time I see it, I'm like, oh
yeah, it looks like it sucks.
Yeah. But it's entertaining. It is so entertaining to see that. And I can understand why Undertaker was like, call me.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out for you.
Yeah,
which
she's going to be good.
Yeah.
I really do think she's going to be good. I can't say that there was any of those four that I disagree with at all. So go ahead and read the men's one.
No, we'll wait
Spoil.
until after. No, I'll wait until after you get done. We're not doing spoilers here.
Okay.
We're only doing speculations.
Speculations.
But going off of the WrestleMania layoffs, what's really funny of this, the first one that's on the list, Braun Strowman. Main reason why he's out is that he costs too much. It's understandable.
Yeah.
And you can see how it costs him way too much, because have you seen him actually, like, after he got laid off, he's like on a yacht, he's on a freaking jet ski, he's dancing around, he's at a party with a DJ. I'm like, I don't think he's upset. I really don't.
He's
And
probably not minding the time off.
Yeah. Wasn't he part of the Wyatt Six?
I wasn't around during that time, and they haven't done shit since I started watching again.
No, they did Wyatt Six. No, that's right. Since we started doing the podcast and watching it again, they hadn't done the Wyatt Six.
Nope.
Another one was Shania Blazer.
Shayna Baszler.
Is that okay? Thank God.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm horrible with names. We figured that one out. Don't know who she is.
She was actually a UFC fighter. She was part of that stable with Ronda Rousey. They called her the Queen of Spades.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dark-headed and always wore like dark makeup.
I mean, they should have just gave her a luchador mask. She's fucking butterface. I'm looking at her right now. Would I say into front of her face? Yes, because I'm stupid. Because, just. Okay, the next one is Dakota Kai. A lot of these names.
Damn, Dakota Kai was just on TV.
Yeah, she was. Didn't she win like a title?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, she was part of like a storyline kind of. She's the one from New Zealand, and she was actually really good. That's a weird one. Kaden Carter.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm looking them up at the same time, so I can get a. Yeah, we're good on that one because I don't know who that is either. I guess this year she didn't have much of a storyline, but Katana Chance. Let me see here. See what she looks like. Again, didn't see much of her.
Yeah.
So, and this is just going by when we started. We kind of started like late in the season because we pretty much started up again watching on a professional level, even though we miss it most of the time.
A month before WrestleMania?
No, because we started in an Elimination Chamber.
That's right.
We gathered everything up during Elimination Chamber, and yeah, again, Cora Jade, she's won a title, but she's also 24, so she's probably not going to be that brokenhearted on that. So it's probably a release, but she's probably going to be working sometime in the near future after they figure everybody out and who they're going to get rid of. It's starting to seem like it's the same. They're doing it beforehand, like unlike what they were doing with after the Monday Night Wars, where WCW and WWE combined, because that was kind of like really, really sketchy and who's going to stay and who's not going to stay. And a lot of the stuff that we got from back then was, I mean, we get it now on like videos and interviews from of the wrestlers that were at that time frame. And they really, it was like, hey, you work as hard as you could, you bust your ass, and if they keep you, they keep you. If they don't, they don't. There's only like a couple of them that were only guaranteed. And even then, they were still uh, driving to see if they could stay.
I wonder if the top of the card's getting more expensive and stuff, dude, because they've got a lot of big names doing big storylines right now.
Yeah,
that are getting huge pushes.
Yeah, they are getting. I mean, the Alpha Babies are still not doing that much. The War Raiders are doing some stuff, but it seems to me that a lot of the storylines going into these here recently, we're missing out on a lot of wrestlers, and they're trying to get everybody on the night that they have them and they're wrestling onto the show at some way, but it's not. It sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It feels like it's pushed instead of actually letting it flow freely and easily. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
Another one is Stephanie Hawking.
Stephen Hawking?
No, Stephanie. Gigi Dolan. Another one that's pretty young. Got time to.
These are all females for the most part.
So far, Eddie Thorpe. Again, I don't.
No clue.
No clue. Of course, I haven't really. Of course, they also brought in like Aleister Black and
yep,
and the Russian guy.
Rusev's back for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Are
they doing anything with Cross?
With who?
Cross?
Not to my knowledge.
Because the only thing they had was that interview, and then after that, you don't hear anything about him. Riley Osborne.
Say again, it cut out.
Riley Osborne.
Nope.
It looks like. Okay, that was just the. I thought he had like a peg leg.
That would be awesome.
Well, one of the Von Erichs had lost a leg. Yeah,
it was Kerry.
Yeah, Kerry wrestled with.
And from what I understand, they didn't even tell Vince.
Yeah, nobody knew, and it wasn't until like one match. It was. I don't think he lost his leg, but the prosthetic showed a little bit further than it should. But he was good.
Yeah.
Jakara Jackson. Again, another one. I have no idea.
Are these all main roster people?
Maybe. I'm not really sure. The only main roster person that was on there, Braun Strowman. Really? And we didn't see that much of him this year. We saw him like hold on real quick. I think I'm pretty sure that he was part of the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, check into that. I'm not sure. Like that was before I had started watching again. It's hard enough to keep up with everything that's going on now over trying to catch up, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard.
No, I guess he wasn't. Braun Strowman hasn't joined the Wyatt Six, formerly Wyatt family, despite his close association with Bryant Wyatt and his previous roles in the faction. So, another one was Wolfgang, and bringing that person up again. It's like these names
I've never heard of like any of these people except for I think two of them.
Yeah. He was more or less NXT though. He might be going back to NXT. Oh no. Dang it. I lost the list.
Well, from the sounds of it, it wasn't anybody we knew anyway.
Yeah, it really wasn't. It wasn't anybody like super spectacular, which it was probably just extra people on for like house shows and whatnot. And that's probably all they did was probably house shows. Because I didn't see any of them for the past. And this is going back from because I started watching like WrestleMania 40. I started getting a little bit more in depth into it. And then once Raw went on Netflix, that's when we started. We started when Raw went on Netflix.
True. That's right. That was the night.
Yeah. But yeah, I just they weren't people that were on the card that much. And they probably worked in NXT. And I don't really watch NXT. But like I said, I've been saying NXT is starting to be more of the that's the house shows, and they're airing the house shows on Tuesdays. In my opinion. Because they're usually into a no-name town and the stands are barely full with anybody.
What size arenas are they doing for NXT? I'm okay.
Usually 5,000 seats or less.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty. I think that's their name for their house shows. NXT.
No, that's a whole different roster.
Yeah. They have also been known to utilize venues like the 2300 Arena, formerly ECW Arena in Philadelphia, while the extra size can vary. The aim is often for more intimate and engaging feel for the audience.
That's nice.
That is nice. It's like I was telling everybody a couple of episodes ago. I'd rather go see a house show. Because it really looks more fun. Because the house shows that I've gone to, I'd never been like on a big time one. Like Raw came here in town a couple of times. Never went to Raw, but when it was just WWE in an auditorium and there was barely 100 people there watching the match, it seemed fun. It looked like they were having fun too. It's one of the things that if everybody's having fun with it, it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's kind of less pressure, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Not having everything on TV and.
Yeah. I mean, even you can YouTube a lot of the after show stuff. The after show stuff is 100 times better than it's on TV.
Yeah.
It it kind of irks me that it is, because I'm like, even
Man,
when I'm watching Raw right now on Netflix, I'm like,
dude, I
what's
wonder what went on last night after Raw.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Because
well,
they were still heated and like in the ring when that shit went off.
yeah.
But did
CM
you see that they are trying to pull every like square inch of any footage for anybody that posts anything for the roast of WrestleMania?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
everything, dude. They want that to exist nowhere.
Yeah. Which I can understand, but it's the internet. I mean, you can find that stuff. I can guarantee you could probably I can almost guarantee you can find it somewhere, the full version. You just got to dig.
I wish somebody would dig. I'm not doing it.
It's called
But I'd
lazy.
pay them a couple bucks to watch it.
Yeah. But even what the stuff that I sent you is even up anymore?
No, like they're anybody that has clips showing anything, they're all getting like cease and desist and take it down and all that stuff.
Well, that's
WWE's going after them hard.
well, it's understandable because it's
A lot of it was people reposting that same exact clip that you sent me.
yeah, with the Paul Heyman roasting Fluffy.
Yep.
But what are your hopes for Backlash? I mean, let's look at the back, because it is this weekend, right?
Yep. Saturday night.
Do you want to do a live reaction or?
No, I've got too much shit going on this weekend.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I've got a Brahmas game Friday night, and then a crawfish boil Saturday evening, and Sunday's Mother's Day. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know if Tino's going to be up to it or not, but he may be interested.
I'll talk to him. I'm going to talk to him anyways.
That's what I'm probably going to have to watch. I'll probably watch Sunday afternoon or something. Because I think we're starting the crawfish boil Saturday night at 5:30. So.
I hate that if you go to WWE, you should be able to look and see the list of the event, but it's nowhere to be found.
They don't have an events tab?
No. They have an events tab, but they just post. Okay, I'll show you what they post.
I bet you won't cuss them out on Twitter, pussy.
Huh?
God damn it. I said, I bet you won't cuss them out on Twitter, pussy.
Like they'll hear me, but I'll do it. I mean, look at this. This is what it is. One last time, Backlash St. Louis. Feature stars. They just do the feature stars. And then that's it. That's all they put on.
Nothing at the top for tickets or anything?
Yeah, they have up on the top, buy tickets, prior.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for an actual list of the fights.
Oh, like the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Google Backlash fight card.
There we go. There we go. That was okay. There we go. Okay. It'll be John Cena and Randy Orton. We already know that. Jacob Fatu versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight. I actually want to see that one.
Yep.
Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. Laura Valkyrie versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Women's Championship, and Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
All right, so let's go. Let's start at the bottom of the list.
Okay.
Gunther and McAfee. My heart wants Pat McAfee.
My heart wants Pat McAfee too. It's called Benedetta.
I want Pat to win this match. I want Pat to go over so bad. But yes. I think Gunther's going to win.
No, I don't think
Dude,
so.
you're selling Gunther real fucking short if Pat McAfee wins this match.
Not really, because he's done this before. Pat McAfee has wrestled before. After he said he's going to wrestle Gunther, because the last time on his show, he's like, I don't want to wrestle in that ring anymore. Because he was talking, I think, to Triple H or one of the other stars or Stephanie McMahon. I don't know who it was, but he was talking about the time that he was on NXT and he was fighting one of the people there. And he was like, I don't know how you guys do it. It tore me up. I wasn't walking right for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I was surprised Pat McAfee's getting back in the ring. And I think he's gonna win this one.
I don't know. I hope he does, but I think Gunther wins it.
Okay.
The next one's Lyra Valkyria versus who?
Becky Lynch. I don't know why she has the moniker Becky the Man Lynch.
That's fucking awesome.
No, it's not.
I hope Becky goes over in that one.
I'm with you on that one. I'm hoping that too. Because Becky's just coming back, and I think the reason why she came back is to work a lot of the stars, because here recently it's been kind of like dull.
Yeah.
Like we've been talking about after WrestleMania and actually it was after Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, the story's been getting like really, really good. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta.
I got Penta in that one.
Yeah, I have Penta too. The only problem with this is the way that they've been utilizing Judgment Day. I mean, sometimes they catch them, sometimes they don't. It's more like it's Dirty Dom. I mean, what do you expect? He's all confused who his real father is, so it's understandable. It's a funny joke in my own head.
Jesus Christ.
It really is, because I watched interviews of him talking about the storyline between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
Uh-huh.
And Dominic was like, I was so confused who really was my real dad. And my dad, Ray, had to set me down. It's like, hey, this is all fake. So, and he was like, okay. And he was like 7. I understand Vince McMahon has a warped brain, and some of the storylines you look back on, you're like, okay, yeah, I can see how Vince McMahon had a warped brain. I mean, the Kane storyline where he had sexual encounter with his ex-dead girlfriend. I mean,
dude, it's the storyline where him and Stephanie were romantically involved. Like, yeah, the storyline where he's romantically involved with his own daughter. Yeah, the dude's fucking twisted.
Yeah. For the WWE United States champion, Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, and LA Knight. On this one, I'm honestly going. I want Damian Priest to win. We don't see him that much, and I think he needs to win again.
I want LA Knight to win this.
Really?
I like him, dude. But I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at Damian Priest either.
Yeah, I'm more a Damian Priest fan on this card right here. John Cena and Randy Orton. Now this one is controversial on the internet because it is Randy Orton's hometown, and something similar with John Cena happened with Randy Orton, where Randy Orton retained his title, the WWE Championship title, by hitting the ref. And something similar might actually happen on this one.
Yeah, they're calling it a possible receipt.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say John Cena. One, it's the first match after WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. He
Yeah.
still has, I think, 25 more shows to do. So, from what they're saying, he's gonna be at the Clash of Paris. That's gonna be his last show.
Huh.
So, and I don't see him losing his title. I could see it going towards Randy Orton, but I don't. I see that something's gonna happen in the match to where it's gonna be a DQ.
I think Orton wins by DQ.
Yeah. But what do you think about, because this, I guess this happens every WrestleMania, that the
Dude, I'm
the
sitting here
leader-
running over this card in my head. This is a badass card.
yeah, I am really
This is
wanting to
fucking
watch it.
nice.
Yes.
Okay, continue, please. I'm sorry.
Okay, Cody Rhodes hasn't been shown for a while.
Nah, he's taking some time off right now.
Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, Roman Reigns did the same thing after he did WrestleMania 40. He took off until like and he showed back up during Royal Rumble.
Cody's been removed from some upcoming signage and shit that he was on originally. So I don't think he's gonna be back for a while. He's probably gonna be out another, let's say at least another 2 weeks to a month, if not more.
Yeah. Well, if you see how much they make now compared back in the day, I mean, even AEW, he was making $2 million a year.
Yeah, I don't think he's hurting at all.
Yeah, so it's not the money. He really likes going out there. I mean, every time you see him with the fans and everything, he's hooting and hollering. He's actually loving it now, being Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. And even when he was in AEW, he was doing the same thing, even though most of the time he was being the heel, and now he's the baby face. And I think when he comes back, he's going to be the heel, perhaps. But I'm also loving the storyline with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. That storyline right there it's getting really good. I'm starting to like get into it now.
I don't care about the Roman Reigns part of it. I mean, I understand it all goes back to like the Shield days with him and Rollins and stuff.
I'm with you on Roman Reigns. I really didn't like him as a wrestler for like the longest time. When he first showed up, I was like, I'm still
not a fan. But I really like Seth.
CM Punk I'm not into either.
I like CM Punk.
I like the storyline the way he is now. As a comic book writer, yes, I love his stuff.
I like him right now.
But as right now, yes, I'm back and forth a little bit.
In the early days, I didn't get him. I didn't like him that much, but I like him now.
I'm still kind of like on the fence with him. I halfway like him on certain occasions and everything. The stuff I see, like, it's one of those things. If I saw him in a house show, I bet I would like love every bit of what he was doing, because a lot of the crazy stuff he does is like after the lights go out.
That's why I wanted to know what happened last night after Raw.
Because him coming in with like a shower cap and a towel into the ring. I mean, I still, every time it pops up on my feed, I'm like, that's so hilarious.
Running in a steel cage with a fucking shout. Like, who the fuck wears a shower cap, dude? Get out of here.
Apparently, Cody Rhodes. Or not Cody Rhodes, but CM Punk.
Yeah, I saw a clip the other day. They were having fun at a house show. I think CM Punk was out there, and Seth, maybe it was Seth, was going to take his shirt off or something, and the crowd kept.
Oh no. That was that one day with where that Oscar Foxtrot fan sexually inappropriately touched both Cody Rhodes and CM Punk.
Yeah. CM Punk told her, he's like, I'm about to punch the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like I said, you could hear it on somebody's mic.
Yeah. That's the reason why I like equal rights. It just means I get to hit a bitch. But yeah, I mean,
there goes the monetization for this episode.
No, I didn't say the C word.
But yeah, no, I'm stoked about this pay-per-view, man. I think it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna do my best to stay off of any social media Saturday night, and then watch it Sunday after we get done with breakfast.
I will try my best not to send you clips.
Don't text me, you bastard.
I'm just gonna start screaming at the phone. Ah! You won't believe it! Ah! Damn it! I'm on a bar mitzvah. I'm the actual person taking care of the snippy.
Yeah, no, I'll be busy Saturday night, and then Sunday morning we're going to breakfast with my mother-in-law. So after we finish that up, we'll probably come home and chill out and watch the pay-per-view. I'm sorry, premium live event.
Yeah, premium live event. It's on Peacock, so. But everyone, we don't have anything else.
No,
we did. That was a pretty good show.
Yeah, good show. I like it. Solid Raw, going into a solid pay-per-view. Not mad at this week at all.
Yeah. But everybody, thank you for watching. I'm Madcap Dave. This is Trainwreck Trey. Man, I am not good with Trainwreck. Dude. Okay. In all fairness, all right, I'm in a lot of pain because I got my shots, my PBP shot, protein shot in my shoulder to help it out. And yeah, they didn't put my arm to sleep on this one. But anyways, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.
Later, guys.